Let's get it. 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 I'm super excited for today's interview. Let's get it. What's up, Rashid? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm super excited for today's interview. Can't wait to bring this guest on so he can share a little bit about himself. And yet, this guy's a young entrepreneur, so I'm super excited to have him on here. Got my guy Jean on here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Just sent you an invite, Levi. There you go. What's up, Levi?
Going on, bro?
You got a haircut?
Yes, sir. We're going to I had to get cut up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. How you doing today?
Doing good. Just finished my workout, hopped in the shower, cleaned up a little, and ready to go, ready to make some money today.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm glad everything's going super well. Guys, I'm super excited for this interview. Just talk to Levi on here with you guys. He's going to share a little bit of his experience. He's going to share who he is. But I don't want to take too much of people's time today, Levi. I don't want to take too much of your time because I know you got deals to be closing. So let's definitely hop on it. The first thing is, Levi, just introduce yourself. Just introduce yourself, who you are, what your name is. Just introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Levi. Levi. I am 18 now. I joined Applied College when I was 17, still in high school. Found Datrice Instagram. At first, I never made an investment in myself before, never. But I talked to Datrice, thought he was a really cool dude, and I applied knowledge. I just looked. I joined Applied Knowledge January 31st of this year, so about a month ago. And I went through the whole program, did everything that we do in Applied Knowledge, and I just started closing Datrice and
Awesome.
me up with. So
awesome. How many deals all around have you closed this week so far?
This week I think 3 so far.
3? And how old are you?
18.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you first started when you were 17. So just tell us about the fact that you were 17 years old and you got interested in high ticket closing and just how it feels to be a young entrepreneur and closing deals in high school. Like, how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. I definitely feel like I'm 10 steps ahead of everyone. Everyone that I know is working jobs, grocery stores, and doing stuff they hate. And I'm out here my own schedule, working anywhere. I'm about to go to Mexico in this week, and I'm about to be working there if I want to. Make my own schedule, work whenever I want, and make a ton of money. So it's definitely awesome. I'm definitely glad that I yeah, no regret.
That's awesome. How'd you even come across me though? Where'd you find me from? How'd you come across me?
Dude, I've tried to think about this so many times, and I really don't know. I think I just found you on Instagram because I remember. So I knew about high ticket closing. My cousin actually was in high ticket closing, but so I had been studying it for a while, and I was really just looking for a coach, someone that could coach me on my skills, and then also somewhere where I could practice. Because you can read a book 1,000 times, but if you don't actually go out and apply that knowledge, it's not going to do anything for you. So I came across your page. I saw that you had lots of followers, lots of testimonials, lots of good content. So I actually just sent him a DM and hopped on a call, and he got me started right. So that's kind of how that went down.
Absolutely. How has Applied Knowledge been helpful for you? What do you feel like you've learned, or how has it been helpful for you to get to where you are right now?
I would say the most helpful thing that Applied Knowledge was one, coaching and success man. Have someone checking up on me, making sure I'm doing the work, and then also just that whole community aspect. So trying to do something like that on your own is very easy because you don't have a support system and you don't have people to practice with. You don't have coaches to critique your skills. So when you're doing something wrong, you have a way to get outsider information. So definitely the biggest strong point of Applied Knowledge for me was having that support system and being able to get back to improve my skills. Because like I said, I joined January 31st and I closed my first deal March 4th. And that was just doing this part-time. I wasn't spending 8 hours a day closing. I'm in high school. So I would go in class, maybe spending an hour or two at the most a day, studying, practicing, and then actually closing deals. So that was definitely the biggest thing for me was just the support system.
That's dope. That's dope. That's awesome. The fact that you're actually in high school doing this is dope. What would you tell anybody that's just on the fence about high ticket closing, or on the fence about like applied knowledge, and they're like, man, should I do this? Should I not do this? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Like, what would you tell somebody?
I would tell them to, kind of step back, look at the bigger picture and see what's really important to them. Um, if you're in a situation where you're working a job, you're in that 9 to 5 trap, like really step back, like look at where you want to go. Like, especially with closing, perfect entry into entrepreneurship and owning a business, because you need, like, everything that you do, we talk about this, everything that you do in your life is, and just communication skills, you need to do it. Like, the most successful people in the world, Bill Gates, he's a salesman, he's not a genius software guy, he's going on the idea that they need a PC. So just learning those sales skills and communication skills, even if you're not going to be a high closer in your life, this is something that can't go wrong. It's something that's always going to benefit your whole life. So it's really in your investment in your future. It definitely is scary first, especially if you've never made online like this, and we totally understand that. That was the situation I was in. I was a little first, but the thing that I've learned, and since I've joined Applied, I would say the biggest thing I've learned is taking those little leaps of faith and doing those little scary things, getting out of our comfort zone, is really how we start to grow as a person, see that growth in your life. Because, like we talk about, if you keep the same thing over and over again, one, insanity if you're expecting different results, and two, yeah, if you just keep doing the same thing, you're not gonna change, and you're not gonna grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying.
Absolutely, that's a fact right there. That's dope. The fact that you're 17, you were 17, just turned 18 years old. I know that must be a little bit weird for you to say now, 18 instead of 17. But the fact that you're a young entrepreneur, man, you're in high school. Why was it? Why did you feel like it was important for you to get into sales, and like why is this so important for you to get good at this right now? Like, why is it important for you to get better at communication and start making some money too as well?
Well, I just thought about, like, it's something that I'm gonna need in my life, so I might as well get a jump start on it and get ahead. I knew that I didn't want to go to college, and I knew that sales was the most, like, second high paying thing next to owning a business. Being in sales is the thing that's gonna earn you the most money next to owning a business. And I knew if I didn't start now, I'd look back in years and regret the time wasted, because it's all about that, like, compounding interest and compounding skills. So I knew if I do it, never gonna be a better.
Time plus consistency equals results for sure. What are some like tips you have? Like, you've been closing out for over a month now. You closed a couple of deals. I know you're still a young entrepreneur. You're still growing yourself. But what are some tips or some insights you have about sales or closing deals that you want to give to somebody? If you had one advice or two advice to give somebody, what advice would that be?
Yeah, so a few things in just like the short time I've been doing it that I've learned is, one, consistency is the biggest thing. If you don't put in the work, don't work on yourself, nothing can happen. So this definitely is the easiest thing in the world. This isn't like a handout. This isn't a rich quick thing. Like, that you got to put the work into, and you've got to dedicate to. So just staying determined, just keep putting in the work, keep putting in the reps, and then also just opening yourself up to new and staying open-minded. Those are definitely the two biggest things that I've learned.
Awesome, awesome. That's amazing. And I know you talked about like investing in yourself earlier. I mean, you're a young man, and you were able to find money to be able to invest into yourself, to learn. Like, how do you feel about just the investing into yourself now? Because the fact that you invest into yourself, it's paying off, and now also you're at the point where you're helping others invest into themselves. So, like, what's your take on investing into yourself? Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of people out there that's a lot older than you, even though they have bills, they have responsibilities, I understand that. But a lot of people are afraid of investing into themselves, or a lot of people are very hesitant when it comes to investing into themselves. So what's your take on that now?
yeah. So I would say personal investments are definitely the things that pay off. Everybody's worried about stocks or investing in crypto or investing into real estate. Like, those are all things that give you money, but say investing in yourself and in your future and developing those is what's going to pay off the most. So now that I've done it once, like, I've done it twice, and I'm looking for my third opportunity. I'm looking for new ways where I can put money in myself and put time in myself to develop the skills. I've realized, like, no matter what the stock, what the is, no investment side of yourself is ever going to more money and a better life than actually investing in yourself.
Absolutely. That's so true right there. So speaking of time plus consistency equals results, you've been doing this for a little bit now. You're going to be doing this for a while. Like, where do you see your financial goals in the next 12 months and the next 18 months? So by the time before you're 20 years old.
Yeah. Okay. So like the next year, 2022, I definitely want to hit 6 figures. Last year I was at like around like 50, just doing my own thing. So I'd like to double that this year. And then shit, like, I don't know. I want a millionaire by the time I'm 21, 22. So
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. You can get it, bro. You can get it, bro. There's so many young millionaires out there. There's so many ways to make some money, man. It's crazy to me that a lot of people are just content in that comfort zone. It's like, if you're working your job, that's cool, right? If it's providing for yourself, but we're not living to provide. We're not living to maintain, right? We're living to multiply. We're living to grow. So the fact that you're already having big goals that you want to be a millionaire by 21, that's dope. Because that's how I was, man. Like, people always ask me, like, bro, how'd you become a millionaire in 2 years? Now, I put a lot of work in. I put a lot of work in, a lot of time in. Time plus consistency equals results. And most importantly, I believed in myself. Like, I really believed I could have it. And part of the reason why I believed that I could really make a lot of money was because I was surrounding myself with people who were talking about money. Like, a lot of people right now, the reason why it's hard for you to invest into yourself is because you're around people who don't talk about money.
Yeah.
My parents never talked about money.
That's the big thing with applied knowledge, is keeping your circle. Like, everyone's heard the 5 people that you're close is who you're going to become. So if you're around a bunch of people who don't want to be great and you're spending all your time in a low circle, you're never going to get anything. So when joining a community like applied knowledge, you're constantly like, we can go through the Discord, like every day people are posting their wins, posting their booms and saying how they got sales and just posting tips. Like, just being surrounded by that all the time is like, it's like just having that community. You can't match that.
Absolutely. This is one of the reasons why I did this. The fact that I get to impact people's lives. Like, I love sales. I love closing. And I love this so much, I decided, hey, I want to teach other people the skill set. I want to help other people find success too as well. So every time I get somebody like you, Levi, who's out there making money or learning a new skill set, it makes me better. That's my win, right? Making money is cool enough, but that's like a real win. So talk about like the people that you actually close. Like, talk about how you're helping them change their life, or how does it feel for you at 18 years old to ask somebody for $2,500 or ask somebody for $1,000? Like how does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. And that's the biggest thing about this and high ticket closing is you're actually helping people. So you're not just selling people, taking people's money. Like the two, so I'm on the applied knowledge sales team. And then also I'm working with another business who they do like business coaching for personal trainers. So we help people build out their businesses and do automations and all that fun stuff, grow their businesses. So every time I make a sale, I know that I'm achieve their goals, and that's unbeatable. Like, take all the money in the world, have a purpose and a vision behind what you're doing, you're not gonna get it. So above the money, like just the action I get from knowing that each sale I make, I'm helping change someone's life. It's unbeatable.
Absolutely. I always tell people that if you want to make 6 figures, help 100 people, right? Help 100 people. If you want to become a millionaire, help 1,000 people, right? If you want to, make 5, 10 million, help 5,000 people, right? The more people you help, the more money you can be able to make. So sales and closing gives you the perfect opportunity for you to be able to help more people. So that's amazing. So right now you say you're closing, deals, and you're asking people for 2,500 and they're closing. Talk about how far do you want to go with this? How big of a deal you want to close in the future? What type of commission you looking forward to in the future? How much you want to make per month? Let's talk about some money.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is to at least by the end of this year get on a deal at least like 10K, like a 10 to 15% commission. So that way I'm making $1,000 every close. Do that a couple times a day, a couple times a week. That's
see how simple it is. You close a $10,000 product, you get 10% commission. That's $1,000 right there for sale. You do that 10 times, that's $10,000 right there. Whether you do that in a day, whether you do it in a week, whether you do it in a year, whether you do it 10 years, that's $10,000. So guys, if you want to make money, you have to learn a valuable skill set to be able to interchange. So no, that's awesome, man. Before we go today, because I know you got a deal to close, give us just one more tip on when it comes to high ticket closing, and then also talk to anybody out there that may be on the fence.
Yeah, I would say one more tip, just be bold, like reach out, like talk to people, expand your network, and like just talk to as many people as you can, because everyone's got a little, like Datrice says, little nuggets for you, and you just want to keep nuggets, all that little information that you're gaining from building your network. That's definitely valuable. And then to anyone on the fence, you gotta decide if you want to stay where you're at for the rest of your life, or you want to take a leap of faith and change life. So
Absolutely. You don't want to stay on the fence. You got to get over the fence. So that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you, Levi, for coming on, bro. Go close another deal.
definitely, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Man, that was awesome. That was super awesome here having Levi on. I can stay on, guys, for another like 5 to 10 minutes if anybody wants to. Does anybody have any questions, or does anybody want to hop on live with me? If somebody wants to hop on live with me, feel free to request, and I'll be able to hop on live with you, answer some questions. If anyone's on the fence or anybody wants to ask anything about high ticket closing, go ahead, drop a comment. I'll be right here to be able to answer some of you guys' questions. So, guys, like, this is real. Like, you guys just heard from a 17, 18-year-old kid who's out there closing deals and making money. So it shows you the opportunities that exist, right? He's talking about he wants to be a millionaire before he's 21 years old. Like, that's amazing. Right? I wish, I would have started this thing here earlier. If I had any regrets, it would be to start earlier. So for a lot of you guys right now who may be 28, 29, 30, 35 years old or getting older, like, it's never too late for you to learn a new skill set. That's one thing. It's never too late for you to learn a new skill set. And for people who are underneath 25 years old, man, it's time that you start learning, because you don't want to get to that age and be like, man, I wish I would have started earlier. So guys, like, always remember, a year from today, you're just going to wish you would have started earlier. So if you're on the fence about anything, this doesn't have to be about high ticket closing or applied knowledge. Like, if you're on the fence about anything, just go take the action, because the only way for you to figure out what it is that you're meant for or what you're meant to be doing is by actually doing stuff. Like, that's how. A lot of people are like, man, Datrice, how do I figure out my purpose? How do I find my passion? Like, what am I supposed to be doing in this world? The only way for you to figure out that question is by doing stuff. The more stuff you do, the more you figure out what's meant for you. Like, before I started doing high ticket closing, I was doing all types of stuff. I was trying to sell computers. I was doing e-commerce. I worked a regular job. I did so much stuff. I never thought. If you could have took me back 5 years ago and you would have told me, hey, Datrice, 5 years from now, you're going to be making 7 figures a year. I'd be like, man, who I got to steal from to do that? What? Like, how am I going to make that amount of money? I never thought that. I wasn't thinking about that. I also never thought I'd be doing high ticket closing. I didn't think about that either. But what got me to where I am is by consistently doing things. I never ever second guessed myself. I never ever said, no, what I'm not going to do about it. I didn't say, oh, I'll think about it. No, I just did stuff. The more things you do, the more you're going to figure out what you're actually meant to be doing. So do stuff, like, get up and go do stuff. Like, that's a 17, 18-year-old kid that just came on here and just talked about high ticket closing and closing deals and that he wants to be a millionaire, right? Like, he's not no special or different than anybody on this live right now. But the only thing is that makes him special and different is that he takes action at a young age. Most people at young ages, or most people when they get older, they don't take action. And the truth is, guys, the older you get, the harder it is for you to take action and make decisions. The older you get, the harder it is for you to take actions and take decisions. Like, guys, if you're saying no right now in your life, no's are going to become easier when you get older. If you're saying yes right now in your life, yes is going to be easier when you get older. You're going to become more adaptable, right? I want to be the 60-year-old entrepreneur. I want to be a 70-year-old entrepreneur. But guys, if you want to be that successful and you want to be willing to keep investing into yourself, it starts now. It doesn't start later. Right? I'd rather be, young and successful than old and successful, right? I don't want to be 60 years old and then now I got my Lamborghini. I want to be young in a Lamborghini, enjoying it, right? But guys, it's never too late for you to really be able to invest into yourself and take action. Somebody says, can you explain more of what you do at Applied Knowledge? Yeah, absolutely. So at Applied Knowledge, the biggest thing with Applied Knowledge is that we just help entrepreneurs become high ticket closers and become sales professionals, right? Because there's so many opportunities out there. A lot of people are always asking, like, how do I make money? Making money is easy. Like, that's the wrong question to be asking. Making money is the easiest thing ever. Like, a lot of people don't realize you can pick up a phone, close a deal, and make some money. That's what Levi does. And that's how he makes money. That's what I do. That's what I make money. That's what 99.9% of businesses do. They sell stuff to make money. A lot of people right now are working a job. The only reason people are working a job is because they have nothing to sell themselves, but the job does. If you're working at McDonald's, McDonald's is selling food. If you're working at a fitness gym, the fitness gym is selling memberships, right? People are selling. If you want to make money, you need something to sell. You need something to offer. And if you don't have nothing to sell or offer yourself, that's fine. Because there's so many businesses out there that do. So the applied knowledge is really about us educating you on communication skills, helping you become a better communicator, a better salesperson. Because even myself, I wasn't always this good at communication or sales, right? Matter of fact, that was probably my weakness when I first came to the US. I lacked the ability to be able to communicate really well. That was my weakness. And now my weakness is one of my biggest strengths. So guys, it's never too late for you to learn a new skill so you can become a better communicator. If you're not good at sales, it's time that you start learning it now. It's time that you get good at it because it's super important. And on top of it, opportunities, right? Me educating people on the opportunities that exist when it comes to high ticket closing. There's millions of businesses out there, millions of them. They're always marketing, always advertising. That's probably how a lot of you guys came across me, marketing, advertising. You came across probably one of my ads or something. So millions of businesses, they market and advertise. And when they do that, they generate a lot of hot leads. They generate people who are interested in actually the product or the services. But the problem is, as a business owner, I'm doing lives like this. So I don't have the time to speak to 100 people that's reaching out to me that want to be, part of Applied Knowledge. So for that reason, I have high ticket closers in my business. And most businesses have high ticket closers or salespeople, right? When you call Amazon, you're not going to talk to Jeff Bezos, right? When you call Sprint, you're not going to talk to the owner of Sprint. You're not going to do that, right? You're going to talk to a sales representative. So just showing people that, hey, if you want to make money, you want to become an entrepreneur, you want to learn high income skill sets, you can do that. Somebody said, what do you suggest I do as an 18-year-old with no money at all? So if you have no money at all, like zero money at all, this is why you actually need to be doing sales and why you need to be doing closing. Because they say sales and scales pay the bill. So you need something to sell for you to make money. So if you're not making no money right now, you need to find something to sell. So if you don't have no money right now, see if you have friends or family that be willing to invest into you, or go get a job. Right? Find something you can do, go get a job and make some money, and then go invest into yourself so you can make some more money. But you need to do something. Because the only reason you're not making no money right now at 18 years old is because you're not doing nothing that's producing income. There's something called income producing activities. If you're not doing income producing activities, you're not making no money. Right? Income producing activities is different for everybody. But if you're doing income producing activities, you're working towards producing income. But if you're not doing nothing at all, you're not making no money. So you have to really check yourself. You have to really do self-analysis. Like, am I actually doing income producing activities, or am I just chilling and hanging out with friends? So if you're 18 years old right now, you got to change your circle. That's the first thing. If you got no money, your circle probably has no money. Right? So you got to get around some people who have some money and figure out how, whether it's social media, whether it's something, right? Just get around people. And if you have no money at all, maybe you need to find a way to get a little money so you can invest into yourself. But you have to be doing something right now, especially because you're 18. Any other questions before I go today? Awesome. I really appreciate you guys hopping on here. Guys, if you guys have any questions about high ticket closing, about applied knowledge, go ahead and just comment below, information or something like that, and I'll give you guys more information when it comes to high ticket closing and applied knowledge. I'll also drop a link down for people to book a call. So you can book a call if you actually, want to learn more about Applied Knowledge Academy. I'll put my link below so you guys can be able to book a call on there. Someone said, right, thank you. Absolutely, guys. So you guys take care. God bless.